How did you go from being the first person to go to university in your family to building a successful and meaningful career within the UN system? So, what was the process? Did you feel like, hey, you know what? This is what I'm aiming for. I'm going to make it happen.
Well, actually, so I decided I wanted to work for the World Bank because my thesis supervisor, when I did my master's thesis, said, whatever you do, don't work for the World Bank. And him and I didn't get along very well. So when I graduated, I said, you know what, if he says I shouldn't work for the World Bank, then I probably should. So what I did is I ordered the World Bank phone book. At the time, this ages me. At the time, it was an actual, book with real paper and everything. Learned what the acronyms meant because they had all sorts of acronyms, and just started calling people. And I was in DC for a couple of months. And I called people and said, will you have coffee with me? I want to talk about a career in the World Bank. And eventually I found somebody who said, yeah, sure, I'll have coffee with you. I sat down with her for about an hour. She was an incredibly inspirational woman who had balanced a career and a family, and very similar, came from a background where it wasn't an automatic pathway into international development. And she gave me my first opportunity. She gave me an internship. I was an intern for about a month. And then she said, okay, I want to hire you as a consultant. I was a consultant for about 4 months, and then stepped into a staff position. So it really was, but it was hard. And when I look back on it now with the awareness I have these days, I do understand that during that period where there were so many people that said no, so many people that didn't even answer the phone, I did start to feel some depression. And there were some days where I just said, I just can't do it today. I just can't do it. I just want to sleep as much of the day as I can so that I can get on to tomorrow, because tomorrow will be better. So I don't want to paint a rosy picture of that process, because it was not easy. But the end result was that, I found my passion, and I found a place where I truly did belong and where I could thrive.
Yeah, and networking is the key here.
I'd agree with you largely, Darine, but I would actually add something to that, which is that the key to successful networking is giving something as well. Making a connection of your own, sharing an idea, sharing a passion. And as we all know, relationships require give and take. Those are all things that you can bring to a networking opportunity that are yours to give. And that should never be undervalued. Your passion, your ideas, your faith in leadership are truly valuable for those of us with whom you're networking.